You've printed it, downloaded it, lost it in your email. But the boarding pass started as a handwritten note on a train ticket stock, and the reason it looks the way it does is because airlines copied railroads and never changed. In the 1920s and 30s, flying was expensive, rare, and unregulated. There were no boarding passes because there were no security lines, no gate assignments, and no seat numbers. You bought a ticket, walked across the tarmac, and got on the plane. The boarding pass was just the ticket itself, often handwritten on pre-printed stock that the airlines bought from railroad companies. The railroads had been issuing tickets for decades, with origin, destination, class, and a tear-off stub. The airlines just used the same format. Why reinvent the paper? The first airline tickets were literally train ticket blanks with "Airline" stamped across the top. As commercial aviation expanded after World War II, airlines needed more information on the ticket: flight number, seat assignment, gate, meal preference. The ticket grew from a simple stub to a multi-layer document with carbon copies. By the 1960s, your boarding pass had more information than your driver's license. In the 1960s, IBM invented the magnetic stripe for credit cards. By the 1980s, airlines had adopted it for boarding passes. The stripe held your name, flight, seat, and frequent flyer number. You swiped it at the gate, and the computer knew you were on the plane. This was also when the boarding pass started being printed separately from the ticket. The ticket was your proof of purchase. The boarding pass was your permission to board. 2 documents. 2 lines. 2 chances to lose something. And then came e-ticketing. In 1994, United Airlines issued the first electronic ticket. No paper. No carbon copies. Just a confirmation number. The boarding pass became the only physical document you needed, and even that was optional, because you could print it at home, at a kiosk, or show it on your phone. The QR code on your phone's boarding pass. That's just the 2024 version of the handwritten stub from 1930. Same information, different medium. Origin, destination, seat, identity. The railroad ticket format, digitized, compressed, and displayed on a screen that fits in your pocket. But here's what the boarding pass really is: it's not about the plane. It's about the line. Every format change, from handwriting to magnetic stripe to barcode to QR code, was driven by the need to move people through checkpoints faster. Security lines. Boarding lines. Priority lines. The boarding pass is a queue management tool disguised as a travel document. It tells the system where you are, where you're going, and when you're allowed to move. Without it, airports, which process over 4 billion passengers a year, would collapse into chaos. The boarding pass was never about the flight. It was about the line. And the line was copied from the railroad station, which was copied from the factory floor, which was copied from the military. Every queue you've ever stood in traces back to the same organizational principle: sort, verify, move. The boarding pass on your phone is a 100-year-old railroad ticket format, digitized, compressed, and scanned at a gate that's organized like a factory floor. It's not about flying. It never was. It's about standing in line, efficiently.
It's about standing in line, efficiently.